And hello everyone, welcome to another Let's Play. This is Myrokos, and today we will be resuming the Four Lords and continuing how far we can. I don't have a lot of time for this one, so it's probably going to be a little shorter than the last one, but we'll try to progress and go as far as we can. If you like what you see at any point, please like, share, subscribe on YouTube, give me a follow on Twitch, hit the notification bells, and let me know what you like about it. In case you're watching this on YouTube and you're wondering why is, where is my Mikote character for the Evilist questline, I did stream that, as I know some of you did watch, and thank you very much for watching it if you caught it live. Alas, during that time, there was a lot of internet disconnecting going on beyond my ability to control, and I ultimately decided it wasn't worth, though I did export it to YouTube to save the files, just due to logistics in terms of downloading and then re-editing, I determined that at this time it just wasn't worthwhile. So in the playlist you'll find my other character where I was able to do Evilus on that character to completion without interruptions. So you can, if you want, you can watch it on YouTube. There I've linked, it's got its own playlist, and I also included it into the Stormblood playlist as well for completion's sake, so that's why you don't see the Mikote character for that particular run of the content, but I did do it on this character. So without further ado, let us talk to Fairy and let's see, headed for the temple or just taking in the wonderful smoky air? No, I'm headed in. You have returned. Kami be praised. I do not think I could endure even a moment's more training. Tataru is in her Arcanist's attire. I thought she gave that up. Let me know in the comments if she really gave that up, because I'm not sure what's going on here. Welcome back, Myrokos. Did you find the mysterious box of doom, or whatever it was you were looking for? Yep. You are returned, and with the Tamatebako of Geomancy, I gather. Yep. Tamatebako of Geomancy. Legends in countless cultures tell of secret relics that bring death and misfortune to those foolish enough to unleash their magics. Fortunately, that duty falls to Soroban. Very good, very good. Of course, there was no need to fear for the well-being of the warrior who faced my brother Byakko and lived. Let us brook no further delay and make ready for this next stage of Soroban's training. Listen well, everyone, for the magics we are about to unleash are ancient and terrifying. It is exceedingly dangerous, especially for Soroban. I wish you would stop saying that. Be at ease, Soroban. Byakko will devote his energies to maintaining the wards on Koryu's prison. While we were occupied, you should be indisposed. For a time, we will manage. And I have been secretly practicing my Arcanima in preparation for a time like this, so don't worry, no matter what happens, we'll be ready. After all, we've got to do our part if we are to claim the fabulous riches. I mean, if we are going to save the Ruby Sea from certain doom. Totoro, eyes on the money. Totoro, eyes on the money. Her enthusiasm notwithstanding, I expect we will need to turn to you should this training go awry. Take a moment to see to your equipment and let me know when you are ready to begin. Okay, and my equipment's ready. I don't know what to expect, but I trust you will not. You will let no harm come to me. I know what you're thinking. Didn't she give a? She actually has a thing. Didn't she give Arcanist a go before and get betrayed by her carbuncle? Yes and yes, but that was then, and this is now. So she did keep it up in secret. Okay. Everything in order? Then let us begin. So she did keep it up. Now remember, Soroban, once opened, the box will spew forth smoke. Remain still and let it wash over you. Surrender to the magic and let it transform you into an auspice. And you are certain this will be temporary. As honored as I would be to join your ranks, I fear I am too young to be so old. Come, you lot, let us retreat to a safer distance. Okay. Uh-huh. It's a fake. I knew it. Gosh, what a waste of time. There had better be some treasure or something inside. Tataru. Foolish urchin. What? Ooh. Oh no, Tataru. Was that really necessary? You couldn't just ask me to move nicely? Oh dear God, her face didn't go wrinkly, did it? Oh dear, it did. What? What's that look for? Is there something wrong with my face? My face! My beautiful face! It feels like outgoat leather left in the sun. Get a hold of yourself, child. You have been aged, nothing more. Be grateful you were not exposed longer, or you would have surely died. She did turn old. I may as well be dead already. I can't bear to go on like this. Did I not tell you before that the magic is fleeting? You need only endure it for a moment. All will be as it was. So preoccupied with the urchin I have been that I completely forgot about Soroban. I hope he has not been overexposed to the magic. If he has been aged to excess, his Aramitama may already be... Uh-oh. Oh no. Well, that answers that. On your guard, I am afraid he means to kill us all. He bathed in the Tamatabaco's magic for far longer than the urchin, and so I expect he will not return to normal so quickly. In fact, I dare say he will retain this form long enough to destroy the temple if we do not subdue him. Shazam! Okay. With me, Myrokos, urchin, hold nothing back. If my summoner was level 70, I'd probably be doing it on this. Tataru, don't stand in the mechanic. Oh dear. Not good. Again. Oh, oh no. Crap. Okay. Don't do that. Let's try this again on normal. Don't run into the orbs, they will kill you. Already done the cutscene, so that's... don't... This is why you don't stand on the mechanics. Health, give me health, give me health. There we go, second wind. We needed help, Tataru. Let's focus. His attention is on me. Don't stand in the mechanic. Tataru. Good lord. Oh dear lord. Really, Tataru, you do not stand in the mechanic. We did it. Second time. What happened? Why do you all look so exhausted? You don't know? Oh, my dear Soroban, I knew you had potential, but it would seem I grossly underestimated your capacity for chaos. In any case, despite this unexpected turn of events, I should like to declare this training session a success. Let us take a moment to collect ourselves. Confound it, betrayed by my own carbuncle. Yet again. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I feel so very, very tired. This is a new one. Oh, hello there. Remember me? I was the fellow tasked with guarding the Tamentebako geomancy. I hope you understand that I had no choice but to put you to the proof. What kind of guardian would I be if I let you have it without a fight, eh? Still, I didn't think you lot would use it like that. Oh, so, okay. Let's try talking to Byakko. Any thoughts? Soroban, was it? He surpassed all expectations. To your temporary dismay, perhaps, but to our ultimate benefit, I should think. Though, regardless of what Genbu may have told you, if you had failed to subdue him, I would have intervened. The wards would have held long enough, I am sure. What? What did this person? Man fools. What? Torajiro, what are you doing here? So this cat just wandered in? Torajiro, wait a minute. Is that my Torajiro? Because I could have sworn. Yeah. I can't. So I guess Torajiro decided to come out. Okay. That's, experience. Yeah. Okay. Truth be told, this comes as a relief. Though Soroban's present strength pales in comparison to that of Byakko's and myself, we now know for certain that his potential is extraordinary. I struggle to believe I could ever wield such power. All who are strong were once weak, Soroban. I am no exception. Until I met Tenzin, I was no more than the floundering turtle you see before you. You never did tell us how you fell in with him. Ah, well, if you wish to know the details... Story time, people. Long, long ago, when I had lived 100 or so years and had only just begun to become something more, I received my first vision. A terrible calamity, one that would claim the lives of countless innocents, was imminent. But what was a little turtle to do? For while I had seen the future with crystal clarity, I was powerless to stop it. I could but look on, helpless as cities burned and men died. So it was for centuries, until one day. After 500 years, I had grown stronger, more reckless. I believed I could make a difference, so when I foresaw a landslide that would bury a nearby village, I ventured forth to warn the people. Alas, while they were quick to discern I was no common animal, they could make no sense of my panicked flailings. To them I was a queer dancing turtle, a source of considerable amusement, for I knew not the words of men, and so my warnings fell on deaf ears. It would be no different. Yet again they would die. The people turned and walked away, bored with the fleeting amusement. With a heart fit to burst with sorrow and despair, I made to quit the village. Just then I heard a voice, kind and gentle. Little one, you look troubled. Tell me what burdens you so. Though I knew he was addressing me, I doubted he would understand. Still, I told him of my vision, of the landslide I knew would bury the village, and everyone in it, and my vain attempts to warn them. Your kindness is only surpassed by your bravery, little one. Fear not. I, Tenzin, and my comrade Byakko shall act in your stead. As Tenzin drew his sword, a great white tiger emerged from the wilds. "Shall we give them a show?" he whispered to the beast, which inclined its massive head ever so slightly in response. Then they ran to the center of the village and began to fight as if they were bitter enemies, intent on killing one another. Blade and fang flashing too fast for the eye to follow. The two broke apart for an instant, and Tenzin bellowed, "Hearken to me, this white demon thirsts for the blood of man. If you value your lives, flee this place. Seek shelter in the next village." Needless to say, the bewildered villagers gathered up whatever was at hand and ran screaming, too terrified to even look back. As the three of us watched them go, I heard the white demon mutter, "You know full well I have not once tasted man flesh." The village was later destroyed in a landslide, as I had foreseen, but for the first time I had managed to make a difference. Well, that's good. Thereafter, we became traveling companions and close friends. I shared with them my visions, and together we labored to save those that we could. On the eve of what may perhaps be the greatest calamity I have ever foreseen, I feel Tenzin's absence keenly. Nevertheless, we must carry on. You may not have him, but you've got Myrokos, and you know he's no slouch. Indeed not. Oh, indeed I do, and for this blessing we are grateful beyond measure. Right then, Soroban, we must resume your training at once, ere we forget the lessons of your time as an auspice. Yes, of course. Getting back to it, in that case, I should return to the mountain of paperwork in Kugane. I've been doing my best to ignore. Oh, and Soroban, I left the takoyaki with Kamitachi for safekeeping. You're not to get any until you've earned it. When next we call upon you, Myrokos, I expect it will be easy to deal with one of my comrades. Shirk not your own training, for it will not be easy. Under these circumstances, I do not think I will have time to return to Tamamizu for even a short spell. If you would be so kind as to inform the elder. Yeah, sure. The time comes, I will send for you. Be ready for whatever lies ahead. I'm not going anywhere. I promise. Alright, let's go into Had I been feeling up to it, I probably could have done that at the end of last time, but I just wasn't feeling up to it. It was getting close to the end. A pleasure, Myrokos. Did you have the chance to visit with Soroban? How fares he with his training? Extraordinary. He has always been diligent and hardworking, but even so, To think he is blessed with such incredible potential, I cannot help but wonder who else among us might be possessed of similar abilities. Yet I understand his trepidation. With great power comes great responsibility, as is often said. We may need to keep a closer eye on him to ensure he does not succumb to fear and attempt to flee his training. Firebird down below. Bunshin holds in his hand yet another missive addressed to you. How kind of you to pay us a visit, Myrokos. Now I need not summon you. But a moment ago, a certain surly cat returned with another missive addressed to you. See for yourself. Brave adventurer who stood fast and quelled the raging Aramitama of my comrade Byako. The time has come for you to return to Racing Temple. Okay. I presume the auspices of Hell's Lead have need of you once more. If so, give them my regards. Give my regards to them and dear Sora. First things first, let's mend. Yep. Where is Soraban? That bird just doesn't like my presence here. Good heavens. I love being in this area. They're so cute and humorous. Well met, Myrokos. Well met. But wait, where's the little urchin girl of whom I have grown so fond? In Kugane, presumably? It would be remiss of us to proceed without her. Would it not? Why not summon her with that trinket of yours, your link pearl? Hello, Myrokos, is that you? Yep. Huh? Right now? Very well, if you insist. What wondrous things these link pearls. Now then, let us wait until your friend arrives. Friends. Well, where's Sorbonne? Should be here. Myrokos, Genbu. Ah, good of you to join us, little urchin girl. Oh no, she's not happy. You know, there is such a thing as running a joke into the ground. It pleases me to inform you that thanks to your assistance with his training, Sorbonne's strength has grown by leaps and bounds. Ere long, we may count him among our most formidable warriors. Out of curiosity, where is Sorbonne anyway? Engrossed in a very special exercise, I am afraid. Trust me when I say he would not want you to see him in his current state. Working up a sweat, no doubt. Glad to hear it. But I called you here not to discuss our Kojin friend. The wards have grown weaker, presaging Koryu's inevitable escape. Before he breaks free, the four lords must marshal their strength. And so, Myrokos, I must entreat you to quell the raging Aramitama of a dear comrade once more. A fight, is it? That's where our warrior of light shines. Who's his opponent this time? See for yourself. She should be joining us shortly. It has been too long, elder brother. Several hundred years by my reckoning. Am I to assume you have kept your silent vigil this time, Suzaku? Let us not speak of such things. You bade me come hither for another purpose. That I did. Koryu's wards grow weaker by the day, and the calamity he would visit upon us draws nigh. The four lords must join their strength together once more. And to that end, this warrior would unburden my tortured soul. Just so. His is a power far surpassing that of mortal men. He is heir to the legacy of Tenzin. Brother, how dare you compare this creature to that shining paragon of virtue and kindness? You sully his memory. And you dare think yourself his equal, his better? Then I will put you to the proof, and when you fall, it will be a fate most deserved. Turn back if you would not have it be so, or join me in misery. Compared to Byakko, she seems much more angry. The Aramitama feeds upon her grief and fuels her rage. She yet mourns a love lost, but it is not my place to speak. Go to her, brave warrior, and learn the truth of her heart. Forgive her, my friend. She knows not what she says. Be careful, Myrokos. I don't think she's going to go quietly. You crave battle, then, even if it brings your death. Yeah, it's kind of what I do. Out of duty, you pit yourself against enemies ever stronger without hesitation, without fear. You muster your courage, and no, you are not even a pale shadow of his glory. There was but one man fit to wear the mantle of hero, and he has long since passed from this world. If so, then the Ruby Sea will be consumed by Koryu's fiery judgment, and we, her sworn protectors, will have failed in our duty. Is Tenzin's memory so sacred that you would doom this land out of spite? Oh, that was Byakko. Okay. Oh, Byakko, do you not see? Before I called you brother, I was but a bird who loved a man. Perhaps that was all I was ever meant to be, for I can brook no replacement at my side or in my heart. Not so easily as you. Have you forgotten his final moments? How he fought and died to defeat Koryu? How he sacrificed himself before our very eyes? How dare you ask me that? Every detail is forever seared in my mind's eye, a blackened scar upon my soul. How could I possibly forget? Nor should you, nor will I forget every day we spent together on the road. But to exalt the past over the present, to live life in mourning and never move on, is to dishonor his memory. How dare you speak to me of dishonor? You who have opened our home to this pretender. I see him plainly, how he has wormed his way into your hearts, mimicking Tenzin's manner, cloaking himself in his scent, seeking to supplant Tenzin in our minds. Listen to yourself, my sister. The Aramitama has driven you to see the Oni in shadows. Let it be quelled before your soul is forever lost. Only to Tenzin will I entrust my soul. Only his love I will accept. To help you, you have nothing to fear from me. He said, "Oh, Tenzin, very well, but I will brook no delay. I will await you in the depths, in my place of mourning, and when it is ended, I shall mourn you too." Forgive her, Myrokos. She is yet consumed by her failure to save Tenzin all those years ago. Her regret is a festering wound. The love she bore him gave her strength once. Alas, through it, the Aramitama has found purchase in her soul. It feeds on her grief and despair. 'Tis plain that your presence troubles her as well. She senses your blessing, and it reminds her of him. There were moments when she looked on you with a fire in her eyes. When she gives herself to the Aramitama, she may surrender to her delusions as well. If so, do not be alarmed by what she says. Stand fast and free her from her torment. Be warned, She commands many powers, including the ability to manipulate geometric currents. Only by remaining observant will you survive. Okay, you up. And if you need to get up and stretch your legs, do so now. It's gonna be a little bit, I fear. Hmm? Oh, there it is. I was wondering where the entrance thing went. Gosh, she's pretty. Listen here, you. I know you've got to quell her Atamitama and all that, but be sure to do it, gently. You hear? Amitachi likes Suzaku? Okay. Okay, here we go.
Tenzin? Tenzin, 'tis I! Sheathe your sword, I beg of you! You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes! I could not bear to lose you again!
Okay, so we have a direction.
Trust in me, my love! I will protect you, I promise! Please, my love, if only you would listen. and I to...
Ooh, this is good music.
Hearken to my melody. All I ever wanted was for you and I to... Tenzin, please! Make it easy, did you? We will wake you from this madness. Hearken to my melody. It must be thus. Then I'm glad. It is you. Ooh.
I was looking at this stuff up here. Ah! That actually means I want to be over here. But I like that music. I really do. Last, the scales have fallen from my eyes. Okay. How long have I been blinded by this dream? this never-ending nightmare, unable to escape the memory of my beloved. I owe you an apology, brave warrior, as well as my life. In spite of the crude and disrespectful way I treated you, you nevertheless risked your life to free my heart from the terrible delusion which threatened to consume my soul. For the first time in centuries, I can reflect on my time with the man I so deeply loved without being driven to tears. I was born into this world long, long ago, blessed with crimson plumage that shone like blazing fire in the sun. My form was likened to the firebird of legend, a being said to have the power to confer immortality upon mortal men. Thus was I pursued endlessly by those who yearned to conquer death. To them, to all mankind, I was no more than a means to an end. I really like this part. But Tenzin did not look upon me so. To him, I was so much more, and he would become everything to me. Together we traveled, we four lords and the samurai. As comrades in arms, we journeyed the realm, feared at first by many for our nature. But Tenzin, dear Tenzin, would not close his heart to the people's plight. Not once did he hesitate to proffer a helping hand, and one by one he won over those who once cursed and condemned us. Be there Oni in the east to slay or revenants in the west to exercise. Without hesitation would he bid us rise to the challenge, and leave grateful men and women to spread word of our deeds, word which one day reached the ears of a king. 'Twas by the king's order that we battled the mad auspicious Koryu. Despite the many deeds to our credit, we four had only lived some few centuries and were no match for our foe. Against the might of Koryu's raging Aramitama, my brothers and I were powerless, but Tenzin, brave Tenzin, he would not be denied. At the last, he unleashed a powerful technique, knowing full well that it would leave him exposed. I watched as the light left his eyes forever. Had I been the firebird of legend, had I been possessed of the power of immortality, had I been able to rescue him from death's obsidian abyss. And then the cruelest irony of all. Centuries later, when I finally went through the change, immortality became mine to command. I can but wonder if my bottomless grief for my beloved made it so. The power for which I yearned so desperately that day is now mine. If not to save him, then perhaps to save those for whom Tenzin died. For the memory of my beloved, for his legacy, I shall fight. Let us go and tell Genbu together. In Myrokos, thank you. You're welcome. So this is in a that was in a place that's even deeper than this. Long did I question why I had been granted this power over life and death. Too late to save my beloved. Now I understand. To carry on Tenzin's legacy, to save those for whom he gave his everything. Thank you for helping me to realize this, Myrokos. Okay? How did your battle with Suzaka go? Is she still being difficult? It is true that in the West, Lalafels... Is it true that in the West, Lalafels are hunted for sport? 'Twas a strange tale related to me from a fellow Auspice who overheard foreign adventurers in Yansha. Lalafels hunted for sport? I don't know where you heard that, but I think you're mistaken. Oh, I see you are still in one piece. I gather all went well? It did, fortunately. Rest assured, elder brother, that I am myself once more. You certainly seem different from before, as if a great weight has been lifted from your shoulders. Your face is the very picture of serenity, I'd say. How very perceptive you are, little one. Indeed, I have at long last come to accept the passing of my beloved Tenzin. At long last, indeed, but perhaps such prolonged periods of distress are unavoidable when one lives for more than 1,000 years. I myself am no stranger to melancholy. No, my brother, that you most certainly are not. Oh, how forgetful of me. I have yet to see how Soroban's training is coming along. Soroban? Soroban! Yeah, get out here, Soroban. We need to see you. It would not be right if we did not see you once during the start of the quest line. What? Wait! I know this joke. It's a Firebird. No, it's an airship. Oh, no genre savvy urchin. For it is, in fact... Soroban. Oh no, they put a Superman. Oh, that's bad. Oh, wow, he's big. He turned into an Adamantos that can shoot fire out of its, the holes where its limb goes like a kaiju. Interesting. I mean, I expected him in some capacity, but not like this. No one told me that this training would lead to such a radical transformation. Look at me, I am a giant tortoise. A tortoise. I was wrong. This is the very definition of running a joke into the ground. There's no need for panic, Soroban. You probably just recited the words improperly and offered your body as a vessel for a great tortoise kami. That seems to me like a very, very good reason for panic. Unless I will return to normal after a short while, like with the Tametebako geomancy. Ah, well, I cannot say with any significant degree of certainty, but you might regain your original form by the time Myrokos quells Seryu's Automitama. Might? Might? What is this might? Might is not an acceptable answer. You must be exhausted from your battle with Suzaku, my friend. Perhaps it would be best if you returned to the land above and took a rest. He's right. I doubt we'll be needed here for some time, and Sorobon seems to be in no mood for company. Be sure to contact me if anything comes up. I had been meaning to return home, even if only briefly, but given my current state, that seems unlikely. If you could go in my stead and tell the Elder I am hale and healthy, I would be most grateful. Have I truly become host to a great kami? What if it does not wish to leave? You needn't worry about Sorobon. He will be fine eventually. Probably. Oh dear. Oh, my beloved, I pray you yet watch over me. Who you calling a manful? I hate man. That bird is an annoyance. It took me centuries to come to terms with Tenzin's passing. That Suzaku had not came as no surprise. Like us, Siryu cared for him deeply, and I cannot help but worry that he too may struggle to accept your part in this. Well, I have to go talk with Tamamizu, and I'll do that, but I might as well pay a visit to Kugane at any rate. Just checking on Tataru, since she seems to be hanging out in the Ruby Bazaar all this time. Bunshin's over here. Ah, Myrokos. All is well with your friends beneath Hell's Lid. What of Sorobon? How goes his training? It continues. He failed to perform a ritual correctly and was transformed into a tortoise, you say. But you are aware of that? You are aware that... Oh, I see. This must be some manner of Eorzean joke. How very amusing. No joke. A pity we will not see him again for the foreseeable future, but I will trust it is for the best as before. He should take as much time as required. He is a tortoise, after all. No, it still makes no sense to me. You have learned the emote hum. Okay, let me go to Kugane just briefly and check in on Tataru. First he was consumed by his raging Aramitama, and now he's become an even bigger turtle. You thought I led a charmed life. More often than not, it seems opportunities. Hancock hasn't said anything new in a while. Okay. So hopefully I can wrap up the rest of this relatively quickly, although queuing does take a little while. Surpassing the samurai. Gunshin holds in his hand an urgent missive addressed to you. Passing through or here for another reason? Regardless, I have tidings of our friends beneath Hell's Lid. Another missive delivered by one of the auspices, a raccoon dog, I believe. It was rather agitated, too. I fear matters may be coming to a head. Koryu's wards are on the verge of failure. Return to Racing Temple at once, brave warrior. Worry not for the urchin. I have sent a messenger to her as well. Straight to the point, was it? Do not let me keep you then. Oh, so I guess it kind of ends as it began. I began this questline in a thunderstorm. Huh. Uh-oh. That music never sounds good. Oh dear. Oh my. Suzaka and Byako are, here now. My goodness. Still no sign of Soroban. Good, then let us proceed. You weren't exaggerating, were you, about Koryu's wards? Would that I were. Soroban and my comrades are doing their utmost to maintain them for now, but I fear Koryu will not be denied. Even now, I do not understand. I was certain we had more time to prepare. Oh, Soroban's up there. I don't know why I didn't see him. Worrying over my mistake will avail us nothing. Only the strength of the four lords united will see us through this crisis. Only together can we hope to renew the wards and keep Koryu in his prison. It falls to you, Myrokos, to quell the Eramitama and our comrade Siriu. Will you do this for us, brave warrior? Sure. I doubted not that you would agree, but I am nevertheless relieved. The last of our quartet is perhaps the most formidable among us, for in battle he commands a great host of Shiki. You will see this yourself soon enough, but for now we must wait patiently. Nay, Genbu, you will wait no longer. You are come sooner than expected, comrade. I trust our messenger informed you of the dire circumstances. Then you know what must be done. This warrior, Myrokos, will face you in battle as he did Suzaku and Byako before you. Very well, but not here, for this is a temple, not a battlefield. To the east of Hingashi is an island I have claimed as my own. There we may wreak havoc to our heart's content. 'Tis far from this place, but such a warrior as you would not balk at a lengthy swim, I trust. Perhaps not, but it would needlessly tire him before the trial. I will use my command of the flowing waters to speed his way. If it means I am spared the burden of looking after him, then I am all for it. We shall gather at the Isle of Beko first, and from there begin our journey. Urchin, while I'm away, I leave you in charge. Yes, sir, tiny turtle, sir. I'll keep a close eye on the others while they work their magics or whatever it is they're doing. Tataru's up here. Don't you worry, the urchin has everything under control. Oh yeah, and here he is. So there they are, although they seem to be standing a lot closer. Before. This seems a secluded enough place for us to speak. Excellent. Myrokos, was it? Yep. I see why Genbu favors you. You are not unlike him. That much is plain. Tenzin too was possessed of a quiet confidence, a well-deserved one at that. When he met his foes in battle, blade in hand, he was magnificent. As well you should know, having been bested by him in single combat, which was why you chose to join us, was it not? I vowed to surpass him, and from that day forward trained tirelessly to hone my skills that I might claim victory in a rematch, only to be forever denied the chance when Koryu struck him down. By the time I became a full-fledged Auspis, worthy of the Four Lords, there was no one left to fight. My vow was broken, my purpose lost. Siryu. But the whispers within told me of another. They promised me redemption, vengeance, by destroying the fiend that robbed us all of Tenzin long ago. Whisper? Brother, no, you mustn't. The strength to lay Koryu low can be yours if you but give voice to me. If you but let me lead the way. And so I have, brother, I have embraced the Aramitama. Folly. All know not to trust its honeyed words and false promises, and yet you would surrender to it, body and soul, perchance forevermore? Turn back, brother, I beg of you, before it is too late and you fall to the primal rage and become a broken shell like Koryu. Think you I know not what is at stake? If I must become a demon to slay another, then I do so gladly. My vow demands it. Only by embracing the Aramitama will we ever rid ourselves of Koryu. This I know, you will not sway me from this path, warrior. I will quell your Aramitama one way or another. I see you too are committed to your cause. Hardly surprising given that you fought Byaku and Suzaku. Then we shall forgo further debate and let the battle determine who is right and who is dead. Oh, El Colonel, hello, how are you? This is indeed a troubling development. In embracing the Aramitama, the Shiki he commands may pose a far greater threat. Nevertheless, our purpose is unchanged. You must show him the error of his ways, Myrokos, and save him from his primal rage. Doing okay? Thought I'd come see what you were up to. Yeah, I'm just wrapping up the Four Lords quest line. If you're on, I can invite you into a party before I queue, if you want. Yeah, I finished up my Bard job quest before I started streaming today. I didn't stream that or whatnot. I noticed not many people are that interested in my silent streaming of the job quests for Stormblood, so I just did that off stream. And then I decided to wrap up the Four Lords quest line. Already been, did the fight, the duty against Soroban, then I did Suzaku, and now we're queued for Seiryu. I'm still debating whether or not to save after this quest line is done, do what I usually do, which is to then proceed through the Hildebrand quest line, or to go back to the MSQ and do the patch content, and then go do Hildebrand. But I will get Hildebrand done before starting the next expansion. Oh goodness me, El Colonel, did you change to Culinarian while we queue? Oh yeah, you did. For a second there I thought that somehow you had queued as a Culinarian. Yeah, whoops. Oh well. My mistake, I just saw you switched to a crafting. And, yeah, I wanted to craft heavyweight. Yeah, that's kind of smart. I'm always hesitant to do that while I'm queued up, because I never know how long it takes. And then it's a pain to swap back once it actually starts up. In my experience, whenever you are ready, I will deliver you and your fellow adventurers to Sirius' lair. You did remember to gather your fellow adventurers, did you not? I'm getting them together. These things take time. Get boo. Speaking of which, here we are. I'm gonna hit commence. So we're just waiting on you, El Colonel.
Make me submit, or die by your insolence! Ah! If I must forsake myself to keep mine oath, then so be it. Not for mercy.
Ooh. The potato lied. The potato lied. He jumped up and down saying, like, go here. But no. Oh. Okay, now.
You know where to run! tremble before true power.
Oh crap, I just did myself in my... Oh. Dear.
Impudent mortals! Grant me the strength to smite mine enemies! Stubborn fools! This is far from over! Flesh of my flesh! Show them their folly! None can match my might!
So focused on the boss, I didn't really pay attention.
You know where to run! How it burns!
Should have gone the other way. I don't understand that. Again? Oh.
You've nowhere to run!
Ow. Ow.
More! I must have more! Oh, rabbit!
big guy's back. Okay.
Bless us, thy flesh! Show them their folly!
Oh god. I think we can call this a wipe. Unless...
You know where to run! No! I will not lose!
Oh no, Colonel, you can do this. You got this. Nope. Okay. Do over.
If I must forsake myself to keep mine oath, then so be it. Beg not for mercy.
Get away.
You know where to run! Tremble before true power! Impudent mortals! Grant me the strength to smite mine enemies! Stubborn fools! This is far from over! Flesh of my flesh! Show them their folly! None can match my might! You've nowhere to run! How it burns! You've nowhere to run! No! I will not lose! I cannot! More! I must have more! Oh, rabbit armor! Flesh of my flesh! Show them their folly!
Okay, there we did. Only once before have I bowed my head low. You are every bit Tenzin's successor, warrior, for you are but the second child of man to have bested me in battle. Once I would have never thought it possible, when I was no more than a mere serpent blessed with the good fortune to be born on an island where the people held us in the highest. To them, I was a kami, and I was foolish enough to share in their belief. But when I had lived some few centuries and first began to manifest true powers, my worshippers came to view me in a different light. When they were visited by calamity, they mistook me for the cause, and so in place of traditional offerings, they brought me the flesh of their flesh. Though I had no hand in it, their fortunes improved. To them, the answer was clear. Only greater sacrifice would satisfy the guardian serpent. Little did they know I had spared the maiden and spirited her away to another land, in secret as I would the others that would follow. Nevertheless, the belief lingered, and soon the guardian serpent came to be regarded as a malevolent demon, and my worshippers became my decriers. They tempted sellswords with Koban to come and slay me, the poor fools, so began my days as a hunted kami. I dispatched them every time, though I took little joy in it, and then one day a man unlike all the others appeared before me, a samurai in the company of beasts. Tenzin and I fought, he won. The fallen kami had at last been bested by a fortune-seeking hunter. I could not help but chuckle as I closed my eyes and awaited the inevitable blow. Join me, let us begin anew. Saying this, he extended his hand to me. All that I was, all that I had ever been, was no more. I had nothing, yet not only did he see fit to spare me, but offer me a new home. But even a fallen kami has his pride, and I could not readily accept such kindness, even if I yearned for it. Seeing this, Tenzin laughed. Then earn it by growing stronger, and in turn using that strength to help others, as you have been helped. Become more than you are, and more than me. Thus did I vow to devote myself to becoming an auspicious worthy of a man's worship and admiration, to become a magnificent dragon that would safeguard his chosen. Strange, my recollection now is not as it was before. Details once indistinct are now vivid and clear. Perhaps the outer Mitama clouded my judgment. Thank you, Myrokos. Had you not helped me to remember my vow, I might have lost the chance to honor Tenzin's memory forever. Wait, where is Genbu? Has he returned to the temple without us? This bodes ill. The fifth lord. Oh, and we get wall mounted. Okay. The fate of the Ruby Sea hangs in the balance, and Seiryu is eager to play his part. If Genbu left without us, then it can only mean that Koryu's return is imminent. Come, we must rejoin the others at Racing Temple. And he's just going to leave me. Lovely. At least I'm getting the first time bonuses in terms of poetics. How long has it been since we four came together as one? Too long indeed. Hey Tataru, what's happened? You know what the worst part would be if Koryu broke free? I mean, aside from the catastrophic destruction and loss of life, we'd not get the treasure that was promised to us, that's what. Yeah, Tataru's still eyes on the money. He's so focused on fixing Alphinaud's spending woes. You are, as ever, a welcome sight, Myrokos. And you, Seiryu. Forgive me, Genbu, I have been a great fool. As we all have many times before, and doubtless will be again. Nevertheless, forgive me. The wards are at their limit. You've got to come right away. Then it is well that Seiryu has returned to the fold, for now we four lords may bring our united powers to bear against our foe. Your part in this is finished, my friends. Now you must go. Should we fail in this endeavor, then the temple, nay, the whole of the Ruby Sea, may be consumed by Koryu's wrathful fires. Don't be stupid. We came to see this through to the end, and we'll do just that. That's the Scion's way, right, Myrokos? It is. If that is your will, then so be it. Join us then and stand witness to our deeds this day, which will determine the fate of all that we hold dear. Hold nothing but in reserve. Summon all your strength. Only then can we hope to triumph over our mad brother. It worked. I can feel it. The wards are mended, strengthened. And gone. No, no, no. Even now, after everything we have endured, everything that has made us stronger, how can we fail? All shall burn. No! Genbu! 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 God damn it, this game. You can't get attached to anyone. It will be impossible for us three alone to bind him, but we can hold him at bay for a time. Flee this place. We cannot, we will not, maybe you cannot bind him, but together we can defeat him. Fool! A hero you may be, but Koryu is an opponent none can defeat. You, I killed you once before, samurai. Okay, why are they talking to me like they've seen me before? What's up with that? I mean, it's one thing like with Suzaku where she was in a delirious state, but Koryu, this is the first time he's seen me, and though he is lost to the Arumitama, it's not like we had dialogue before. Anyway, I killed you once before, samurai, I will kill you again. So, like, Tenzin? Brother, sister, now is our chance. Now is our chance to restore the wards. How? Even in his weakened state, without Genbu, we do not stand a chance. Soraban, come away from there before you get hurt. If I do not act, then our lives are forfeit anyway. Ours and everyone else in the Ruby Sea. What is he doing? This is the ritual he performed incorrectly before, when he summoned a great tortoise kami into his body. I see it now. He offers himself to Genbu. I can feel his presence returning. But if Soroban does this, then his own soul will be... I would rather not say it aloud, otherwise I might have second thoughts. Believe me, I know the consequences, and I accept them. Farewell, my friends, and please, look after Tamamizu. Soroban! Worry not, Soroban, we will not let it be for nothing. Burn, burn, all shall burn. Perhaps one day, many thousands of years from now, but not this day. Be gone. There's a... Why do I get the feeling, though, that, thinking back to the Dotharl, where they believe that each individual is a reincarnation of a previous life, that they're all a fixed number of individuals who are reborn. Why do I get the feeling that I'm now one of these people? Just based off of that. What a fool I was to think I could have bested that demon with the Aramitama. Is it over? We're not going to die? Well, the wards are back in place, I would think so. Oh, my beloved Tenzin. Soroban saved us all, but at a terrible cost. Koryu shall not threaten us for many millennia yet. Let us rejoice in this hard-won victory. Nearly all were lost were it not for your courage and strength, Myrokos. But Soroban... Tragic though his sacrifice was, it was not in vain. Let us not mourn his death, but honor his memory. Death? Memory? What in the world are you talking about? Soroban yet lives. Let me guess, in our hearts or some such? Honestly, if you're going to try and comfort us, you could at least do better than offer trite cliches. I am simply making a statement of fact, but I see words alone will not serve to communicate my point. Oh, he lives! Huh? But I should be... Huh? I do not understand. The ritual the Kojin performed, when one summons the soul of an immensely powerful entity into one's own body, it is understood, nay expected, that the summoner's soul is extinguished in the process. That is true. When the summoned entity's soul is of surpassing strength relative to one's own, Soroban's, however, has grown remarkably robust, owing to his intense training and his prolonged exposure to the magics of the Tamatibako of geomancy. His soul now eclipses mine in spiritual potency, which is why it holds fast to this vessel. And so, when the enchantment fades ere long, mine will depart and fade as before. And just when we were getting used to having you around again. Koryu's aim was true, as you saw, and in my final moments I was filled with regrets, but no longer. With my remaining time, I will attend to my affairs and train dear Soroban to succeed me as the next Genbu. Wait, me? The next Genbu? The four lords are ever needed. You have both the strength of will and character to succeed our elder brother. Would you all not agree? I think he more than proved himself when he stood his ground against Koryu. Still, it should be a unanimous decision. Byakko? As you say, he faced certain death without hesitation and embraced sacrifice for the sake of others. I should be glad to welcome him to our fellowship. If that is how you all feel, then I am certainly in no position to refuse. I will do my best to live up to your expectations. Give an elm and they'll take a mom, I swear. Do not think I have forgotten our bargain, little urchin. Great feats demand consummate rewards, and we are auspices of our word. It's about time. Did you hear that, Myrokos? It's treasure time! While we see to the preparations, perhaps you could spare a moment for my dearest comrades. With our troubles at an end, we may be parting ways soon, and so this might be the last opportunity you have to speak with them for quite some time. Treasure time, trolololololol. You have waited this long for your treasure, have you not? Then surely it will not pain you to wait a moment longer. Let's see. Byakko is over here. Let's do this in order. Oh, the bird's here. A manful in our midst. I hate... that bird is annoying. Like, does it not know what we just did? With Koryu imprisoned once more, my comrades and I are free to watch over these lands as before, as is our duty. And when the wards falter once more, we shall again gather our strength and beat back our mad brother's assault, together with noble Soroban, a worthy successor to the fallen Genbu. For now, however, we may enjoy a welcome respite, a peace we owe as much to you as anyone else, I should think. I see many battles ahead of you, like Tenzin, you are not one to rest on your laurels. This much is plain. I wish you good fortune in the wars to come. Ah, but I ramble. Do not deny it. When one has lived as long as I, it is all too easy to lose track of time. Go, go. Should ever you crave company of we curious beasts, you will find us here. Worry not for Soroban. We will guide him in his journey and help him to reach his true potential, as Tenzin once guided us. I had long since given up on ever seeing him again, and then he was there, shining paragon of strength and virtue. A memory made manifest. But if he had been more than that, I would have told him, this body I once cursed, I have come to cherish. This I owe to him and his love. I think he already knows. Somehow I doubt there's a need. I think he already knows. Oh, well, that would be wonderful if true. For all his virtues, he could be remarkably obvious at times. But though he taught me to love and accept myself, it was you who helped me to remember, who helped me to smile again. For that, Myrokos, you will always hold a special place in my heart. Please come and visit us in the future. Okay, over here. Here's Syria. First, I won't tell you you'll be missed, because you won't. At least that's what I'll say to anyone who asks. Gotta keep up appearances, you understand? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more, say no more. At first I thought he was a figment of my imagination, but he was real enough. How or why, I know not, but a possibility springs to mind. When Tenzin was mortally wounded by Koryu, he used the last of his strength to seal him within the sacred crystal. The original wards were born of his flesh, his very essence, an act of desperation. I once believed, but now I wonder, was it in preparation for this very day? But even if it had been part of an elaborate plan to preserve his soul as a final defense, his strength alone would have never sufficed. Nay, he needed another warrior possessed of tremendous potential, like himself, one blessed with a singular power to whom he could bequeath his own. He knew another would come, you see, another hero the likes of which the world so rarely sees. Thousands and thousands of years ago, he foresaw your coming. Bah, clever bastard. Putting me to shame with his strength and wisdom both, and still he denies me my rematch. But at least still have you, Myrokos. Live long, for I am not finished with you. We will fight again, and I will win. Without turning to the Aramitama, you may be assured. Come and claim your reward, honored friends. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. More than enough to make up for 1,000 of Alphino's reckless purchases. Are you sure? He can spend pretty recklessly. A fitting reward for saviors of the Ruby Sea. To be honest, I was half expecting another terrible joke, but you really followed through. Getting this home is going to be no easy task. If transportation is a concern, we would be happy to deliver it to a destination of your choosing. Really? Just like that? In that case, the Ruby Bazaar in Kugane. If it's no trouble, that is. None whatsoever. Every member of the collective should be glad to lend a hand. And with that, I take my leave. So, Soroban, will you really stay here and not return to Tamamizu? Well, I did agree to become the next Genbu. For the duration of his training, I would have him remain here. It will be a long, hard road, believe you me, and I intend to spend my remaining years guiding him, all 500 or so. And there you have it. I hope I can impose upon you to deliver Bunshin the news. Wait, 500 years? As in, you will be here for another 5 centuries? I thought you said the enchantment would fade ere long. These things are relative. And what's, with that tone of yours anyway? You should be honored to be the beneficiary of my sage tutelage. Foolish turtle. You're a turtle, too. An old, tiny, crabby ghost turtle. Get out of my head. There's something a little frightening about watching them fight with themselves. Maybe we should leave them alone for a while. Yeah, probably a good idea. Thank you for everything, Myrokos. Tataru, safe travels. Okay, I now need to go to Tamamizu. I'm gonna just port there. I sense you have reasons other than the usual for this particular visit. Might it have something to do with Soroban? Yep. I beg your pardon. Soroban is to become the next Genbu? I will not feign understanding, however this extraordinary state of affairs came about is utterly beyond my ken. As unbelievable as I yet find it, though, I have no doubt you speak true. Soroban's had an incredible string of bad luck, succumbing to the outer Mintama, becoming a giant tortoise, and now this. On the other hand, he could have refused and instead agreed to take on this responsibility. so we may as well support him, don't you think? Indeed, though it pains me to imagine Tamamizu without Soroban, it fills me with pride to know that a Kojin of the Blue has been granted this great honor. We shall pray for him that he may rise to the occasion and serve as a benevolent guardian to all who call the Ruby Sea home. Thank you for helping him to find his true calling, my friends. Oh no, the pleasure was all ours. And the Prophet. I am not sure sure I take your meaning, but I appreciate the sentiment. But if I might ask a final favor, would you be so kind as to look in on him from time to time, just to see that he's getting on all right? Of course. It's not every day you make friends with a secretive collective of talking animals. After all, even if Soroban hadn't decided to remain at Raisin Temple, I wouldn't have wanted to stay anyway. You can be sure I'll head there from time to time. You're welcome to join me when I do, of course. Likewise. Okay, so that, and with that, we have completed the Four Lords quest line. If you liked what you saw at any point, please like, share, and subscribe on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitch. With that, I shall see you anon, friends, and let me know in the comments or in chat if you want me to do Hildebrand next, or pre-patch content. With that, I shall see you anon.